find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Bro, what are we doing?
Right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the off.
Then for thank you.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
Yeah, time for what the fuck the club is trying to do.
That's caught by Montgomery. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pete Werner. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
In motion left goes Boyd. They run again on 1st down. Cook And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Cook following the penalty. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2nd and 16. Here's Mills. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. One partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Fourth down, Mills. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Cook is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here?
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Good shit, big dog. Good shit, big dog.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jets 7, Vikings nothing. Fairbairn is set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ready? First carry now for David Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The Vikings had a woeful 2-9 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State. And he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'll be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Cook now off the read option. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Touched him and never actually
Well
blocked
done
it.
to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's
no doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check pitch. Blitz red. Watch one.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Taken down by Pete Werner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
6, 7.
Tua going to throw. And he's got
Why? They gave me the wrong guy. Give me the wrong guy.
Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7.
I went to switch and it gave me the wrong
Morstead out now
guy.
following the touchdown to kick. There'll be a touchback.
That's how this game
The
goes.
25 is making
Game's not
will
gonna
not
let me do
return.
it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw is Mills. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A first down throw for Mills. And complete, right side to Cole. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills, and he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Azeez Al-Shaair in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Third and long for Mills. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Mills to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
play action. Mills. This is caught. It's Boyd. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Cook.
Wow, really? They both came off free? Both of them?
Second and goal from inside the 5. They try again with Cook.
He's coming free?
From the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You can't block him?
Once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied.
I can't get past the offense, the fucking D-line. Alright.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there.
No, give me back on the ball, please.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Tua, the final shot before half. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Play action now. Mills. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a complete pass downfield, but they came up with momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cook now off the read option. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Mills on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now Cook running right, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Jets 21, Vikings 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Here's Tua. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I don't know how he got that.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Damn. I see why.
Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Determined to run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 77 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he will have the Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now Mills on the sneak, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Mills on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Davis Mills scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Vikings 14. Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mills. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing, Mills.
I waited too long. I see them, but I waited too long.
And he goes down. Levante David drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now Mills on 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it.
They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
He dropped it.
Yep.
Oh, it was wide open.
Going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership
but my
really comes into
receiver
play.
dropped
How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
That's wild. My receiver dropped it. He's wide open. He dropped it.
That'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Dropped it. That's crazy.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
What is this game? Who is that? Who is that?
Getting us inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Who is 23?
Interception rolls in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into
You're
double
telling me
coverage,
Kenny
but he
Moore
beat the
can't
double
press?
coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left.
Do it away.
The most curious way there to burn
Do it away. There's no way I got safety.
It lines up with safety. I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us.
There's no
but
way.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
safety.
that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Mike Edwards puts it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those other.
Fucking hell.
Intercepted. My goodness. And the Vikings are going to get the football.
I knew it was. I seen it, and I still just decided to throw it. Don't know why, but I did.
Not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tagovailoa. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's see. There's a move. So it's zone. It's zone where that guy's blitzing.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The slot man in motion right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We'll go back. We'll go back.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jets are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Vikings 16.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready. Drill green. Ready.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.